The Highland Hills tower the skies. But the shadows they cast draw the spirits near. After all, tomorrow
You got to love that. You've got to love that trailer with Danny's voice, and I say this every time. So does Drew, and honestly, guys, it's honestly. And if you're watching this, Danny, get well soon because I can you've not been very well. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we are joined by my mystical love and light. There you go, I got your name right, see, and Drew here, my co-host, and we're going to be talking about the investigation we did on Sunday, which was quite an interesting place. As I'll say, I'll bring up some photos shortly. So first of all, who's all in the chat there? Let's all have a look. Who do we all have in there, Drew? We've got PWI, Spiritual Investigators. Hello, Sherry. We've got Dobby Sock. We've got Christine. We've got Ara Post. We've got Meg's Mysteries. That's a good name, that, Meg's Mysteries.
Yeah, and we've got Christine. I can actually see her tonight.
We've got Stephanie T. I nearly called you Stephen.
Stephanie. See this man. I was next to him on Sunday too, Stephanie. I could have hit him for you.
Look,
hello, everybody.
For a wee joke,
The first time that Christopher actually said her name right, I was so proud. I was so proud of you, Chris, that you said it. You're sideways, Drew.
She's sideways. She's been abducted. She's been sucked into the vortex. She's getting took. Come back to the light.
Drew, you're sideways. She froze up sideways.
Somebody's phone her. There's Stockport. I've not seen you for ages, Stockport. It's good to see you, my friend. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we will be talking about, while we're waiting Drew coming back. Do you like the background? Do you like the background of the spooky hall?
I do.
I got that. It's actually a photo in an abandoned hall in a mental asylum. Famous mental asylum. Waverly Hills, to be exact.
You're so good at doing all that kind of stuff.
And then I changed the contrast, and then I added kind of like the darkness, and then I do that. So. See, if anybody wants, if anybody wants a what do you call it, thumbnail made up, I'll make one for these if these are nice, Oh, there's I Drew back. There's where did you go, Drew?
Oh, sorry, my phone rang.
Christopher got it right. Yep. Now where'd you go?
Just press that again. She's pressed the wrong button again. So, ladies and gentlemen, while we wait on Drew coming back in, we're obviously got to be talking about this place. We've got to be talking about this lovely place.
That's a very haunted place.
That photo was took last year, and it was actually at Halloween. That's when I took that one. See the building with the boarded up section? The boarded up section. That's the building that I did not like being in. There was just something really weird about it.
I'm not touching buttons.
Don't touch the buttons.
Chris said, I bet somebody called her, and then the second time he said she pushed the wrong button.
Yes, I did. You're right, Chris.
Yeah, now you need to go back up. However direction.
All right. Well,
get back in your place.
There we go.
I'm back, guys.
The mind,
That way I can just point up.
Yeah.
So I was saying, Drew, this photo was taken last year. See the last building we went into? That was the building with the boarded up.
Right.
And that's the one that I felt extremely uneasy in. No, the first one.
So that wall's not there anymore then?
No, the wall's still there. It just looks a wee bit different. Some of the wood's missing.
Okay,
and that was
right.
Obviously, that was I taken that like a couple of days before Halloween.
All right,
okay. That's why the video had nearly 15,000 views.
That's right.
Halloween, it's like in a spooky location, But here's the one that that interests me. This is the one that Lewis. Remember, I sent it to Lewis and I says, "What do you think of this place?" And then he's seen the thing. Can you see
Right,
it?
that's right.
I've actually got some close-ups there.
Woody's with us, sis. He's not too loud just now. He is there. Woody's the noise, guys.
See, there it's there. Now that was actually a drew round about that, and you'll see what I mean in a minute. You see its nose and its eyes.
It's definitely like a wee kid, isn't it? Or an oversized man.
Aye. No.
Actually, I can see it very clear.
Can you see it clear?
I can see it very clear without no marks on it, or very clear. And it's the head, like looking out, but the eyes are kind of slightly looking down. He's actually got a kind of a big nose, like, and his hair almost looks like even though the picture is gray and white, his hair's a different white, like an older guy, and he actually has almost a tan, like he spent a lot of time outside.
See, this is quite interesting because when we went back on Sunday, I deliberately looked up there to see what I could see, and there was maybe a white patch where his face was, but there was nothing there. And I taken another picture of it, and there was nothing. It didn't look the same. Nothing.
Yeah.
I think it must have been. A lot of people have said to me it looks like a little boy's face, kind of chubby little boy's chubby kind of face. What do you think in the chat, guys?
I don't think it was.
What do you think it is, Mystical?
To me, it looked like an older man.
Yeah.
See, that's what I thought when I seen it.
An older man, but yes, with a chubby face, but an older man.
Yeah, welcome in, Megan Stockport.
Hi, welcome in, guys.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
What I found the strange thing about the place was overall was the fact that we got this strange and do not enter feeling at that big building at the back. Building 2, we'll call it. But yet, when we went into building 1, it was the one that was the creepiest. So why did that happen?
When I first went there myself, I only had like 20 minutes before they closed the gates. The guy says to me, "Aye, when you go in for a look." And I was kind of walking about, and as I walked down, you got to remember the other building's exactly the same as the first building. It's H-shaped, it's identical. And I went to that building, and it felt like there was folk watching you. Ken, as if you've just walked into somebody's living room, and you've not got like, permission, and they were all staring at me. That's what I felt like. And I thought I maybe taken that at the time. I was just opening up my abilities and stuff like that. I was just opening up. And maybe I taken that the wrong way, and I thought this bit feels weird. But I went into the other building, and I didn't really feel nothing. But at that time, my abilities weren't open like they are now, right? When we went through there, I definitely felt like I was walking into somebody's house. I definitely felt like I was walking into this house again. But see, when I got to the last building, it was like flag. It was like a red flag kept going up inside my head. It says, "Don't get out. Don't go there." And what I found interesting was, right, the first building we went to had chimneys exactly the same, right? And there was birds' nests and stuff like that, but there was no bones in the floor.
Yeah.
Second building we went into, there was birds' nests in the chimneys and that, but there was bones in the floor. Now,
And there was
I've never
candles.
seen a bone with a crow that length.
Yeah. That was
It came to
strange.
I don't know how long a chicken's leg is, but it looked like a chicken's leg.
Could have been a turkey or something, a wee bit bigger.
See, that's what I'm thinking.
Plus, there was burnt out candles, and that was strange because where did we run the spirit box the last time? Was it not that actual room?
It was the first one we ran the spirit box in.
Right.
But then when we went into the next one, it started saying pagan worship.
Yeah. That was mental. How that kept saying that.
I don't know if my mystical love and light knows, but how long? I don't know if you ever seen a chicken. How long is a chicken bone?
How what?
How
long
is
is a chicken?
Aye, because they use chickens and sacrifices. Yeah.
Well, it's actually a lot of people are under the conception that when you see like chicken legs or chicken feet, that it's something bad. But actually, chicken feet and legs are actually protection.
Yeah.
So if think about it. If you have a house, and Lee's told me to do this because I told him what what the chicken parts are for. And he said, well, why don't you do that? And I said, well, I don't want to be known as the crazy lady on the block. But if you he laughed like
where the rest of the chicken is.
Just think about it. If you have an area that's getting broke into and people are robbing you left and right, if you go to a house to break in and you see chicken feet hanging on the doorways and the windows, you're going to want to turn around and walk away. You're not going to be like, oh, heck, no, I ain't going in that house. It's protection. It's protection.
Yeah, but right, see, before we watched some of the video, before I bring it up and watch some of the video, the first building we went into was more enclosed and it was more kind of darker, right? But it felt okay.
Yeah.
It felt like it was somebody's living room.
Yeah.
But the other ones, a lot of the windows boards were missing. There was a lot of light getting
I couldn't get my balance. I just couldn't get my balance.
It felt like you were on a boat.
Yeah, it felt like you were on a ship.
Ferry out at sea.
Really.
And it said
I've never felt that anywhere before. Never.
This is the thing. It said pagan worship, and then it said what was it? It said after that. It said something about pagan, and it said worship, and then it said something else. It had a different feeling. I noticed there was a lot of candles about, and another building which was darker. The walls, the windows were boarded up, no candles whatsoever. But the other room, which was less boarded up, more windows, and you could see out them, there was candles everywhere. So why would you not do that in the other building where it was darker? Yeah. Why would it be in there? Unless you're doing something that you shouldn't be doing. And I noticed that bit was more overgrown for some weird reason.
The woods was trying to swallow it up, you said.
I'm just going to check the chat.
That corridor at the timestamp 3214 where you would not go in, where you had that feeling of not wanting to go in, Christopher.
Aye.
There was at the very end of that corridor, I call it a corridor, it could be a hallway, whatever, from what I was seeing.
I'll bring up.
Okay.
You'll have to guide me because
I'll
be able to see.
Go through the timestamp.
That was a 3214 timestamp.
You'll have to guide me on this because I can't see it, but I'll be able to play the video kind of thing, you know.
Okay.
If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get it.
It was where you had stopped and said you didn't feel good about going in there.
Right. This is the first time I've done this, by the way. Ever.
What do you...
Tina Turner died. It's very sad.
I know, it's a wee shame.
Right.
I know.
Well, Christopher, instead of going all over the place, do you want to start at the beginning where I seen the first one?
That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. I just need to fund it first. I need to go to my YouTube and that.
Oh, okay.
Somebody in the group, the guys that we are actually on Ghost Squad Scotland, I see that there is sisters in the group. The Clan of the Mystical Realms group. That is for Coven group, guys. Tell them that we're on Ghost Squad.
Because the very first spirit that I spotted was at the timestamp.
Right, there we go.
Yeah.
I'll speed it up till we get to the house.
740 looking for.
No, the first one was 722.
Only 722.
Yeah, that's where y'all were just walking up to the entrance.
Right, I'll play it from here then. There you go.
I can hear Woody Woody's getting anxious. Let's say that. Maybe you better give him a wiggle. Sis, I'm saying Woody's quite loud.
What do you mean?
Oh.
It's okay, Mystical
I can't see nothing now, I can see.
That's it, that's okay.
Okay, stop right there.
That's better.
Okay. Okay,
Right, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to go back a wee bit?
No. Right there is actually the beginning. As you move closer, I see her more clearly. But right there, as from where I can see her, she's standing at a distance. Me looking at it, she is more to the right hand side, and she's watching you approach. Now she looks like she's dressed like a worker. I want to say like a peasant, like the peasant girl.
Yeah.
But she looks more like maybe she was there to be like a cook.
Right.
So me saying worker, it's like her job was to cook the food and
Yeah, you
stuff.
could tell she was a maid or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. And then, okay, so from here, as you approach closer, for me, she becomes more clear. Now, at the 740, when you are actually starting to go in, I can clearly see her feet. She's facing you, but her feet starts to backtrack around 740. Timestamp 740.
I'll play it till 740 then.
Play it,
and then
yeah.
Okay, alrighty. But she's more to my right side when I'm seeing her. And she starts to see, I'm seeing her even more clear right there.
You can't see something.
Right there. Okay,
There
right
you see
there.
it.
Right there. When you stop right there, and before you go to the next frame, her feet is already going to start to backtrack, like she's walking backwards because she's realizing you're coming in.
Oh, wow, you seen that? When I played it.
Yeah, and as she backtracks a few steps, then she turns and walks away before you actually get into that opening. As Chris approaches.
I know, play that again.
Oh, what I'll do is I'll just take it back a wee bit.
Just take it back a couple of seconds even. See, you do see the movement right down the edge.
Mm-hmm.
You do?
And then as you get closer, you can see her feet. And the rest is almost transparent, and you see her feet starting to backtrack.
You do see that, didn't you? At the bottom, you do see something there. Which is strange too, is there's a light. I normally see the kind of light at the side, and there's no windows you walk through there. It's kind of like a dead end.
As you start walking up, you see it more clearly.
See halfway up the door, there's see that? See it right there?
Wait, you see it dark? Oh, you can actually, is that her eyes? You can see that white speckle. Is that her face?
That's part of where she is. The part of where she is standing to that right side.
You can see the white speckles. Oh, you can definitely see her dress. Shivers.
Yeah, I know.
And then, okay, he went back. Okay, it's good.
I was just taking it back a wee bit to have a wee quick look there.
Yeah.
See there's like an anomaly on the door. See that?
Yeah, you definitely see it as if it's her dress or something. It's just slightly moving as you move. Do you see that, guys, in the chat?
And then right there, her feet starts backtracking as you're getting closer. She turns right as when you get to right there. You're at 744. She's turned and starts walking away.
I've just noticed something. Can you see
in the corner? In the corner.
No, in the flare. Can you see my mouse? Can you see me moving my mouse about the screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, we can see your mouse.
What do you see when I go round a bit here? Look round a bit here. What do you see?
I don't know, Chris.
Look at it.
A face. It looks like a skeleton face.
Yeah, a skeleton face, yeah. Two eyes, a nose with nostrils, and it's like grinning.
Right. It could be just this CGI, but...
It might just be that. It might just be that. I'll play it and we'll see what further on. Just tell me when you
That
want me
was
to
good.
stop.
I've actually got another few timestamps, guys.
Mm-hmm. And then the next one is at 9:37 when Drew's telling her name.
Has it got sound, Chris?
Aye, the sound's right up. Can you not hear it?
I can't hear the sound, no. Well, it's maybe because I've got my volume down. I don't know.
No, I don't hear no volume. I don't have no
What time-
sound over here.
What
Maybe
time was
don't
that
hear
at?
it
9?
now.
What did you say?
9:37.
Right, I'll speed it up a wee bit. There you go.
Because at 9:37,
Can you hear that, guys? I can't hear it.
No, I can't hear it.
No. Can you not hear that? You should be able to hear
Right
it.
there, right there. Oh, right
Whereabouts?
about 2 more little clicks. That's 9:35. Get a little bit closer, and then I can see it. Right
Is
there.
it the
Stop.
top?
Stop. Right there. Right there. That's where Drew was saying her name, introducing herself, and there's a female standing right in the middle of that archway, right smack dab in the middle of it.
You can see something.
She's more of a clear mist. I can see her as a clear mist right in the middle
strange.
of that, right in the middle of the arch.
It's strange that you
Wow.
can hear it because I can hear it in my phone at the side, and I can hear it
Did
in
you
my
hear it
through
in
my
chat?
headphones. Yeah,
Not hear it.
yeah. Wait a
No
minute,
sound,
I'll
Chris
check
or
this.
Christine. Can't hear it. Neither can Phoenix. Nobody can hear it. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for coming. Remember, go ahead and watch the Sundays live
Yeah,
after the show, guys.
yeah.
That's
So
strange.
she's right
because
in the middle of that arch.
you don't need to hear it anyway.
Can't see
You don't need
sound.
to hear it anyway. You can just watch it because obviously
Yeah.
there's
Right,
no
watch
voices.
it back down.
Yeah, that's why I was letting them know that she was introducing herself and saying her name. You know,
Where is she about again?
right
You can
there.
see. You
Yeah,
can see
9:37. You
the
can still see her right there. It's obviously a female, and she's like a clear mist. She's not a perfect human body yet, but almost like she was trying to form, but didn't quite form as y'all got closer. And then she disappeared. Right there, though, I can see her as a clear mist.
Yeah, I can see something, but I don't know what it is. It's like an outline, like you can see like her black hair or something. It looks like it could be the side of that tree, and then you see like the kind of grey colour.
Right.
There must be
right in the middle.
There must be something really funky going on because when I play this, I can hear this video play, but see on my phone at this beside me, I've got my phone up, and when I turn the volume up, I can hear the video through that. But you can it.
No.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's strange. Right, where would you like to go now? I'll start playing this again.
22 minutes.
Yeah, the next one is 22.
This is where we know the spirit's name, because he was talking. Do you want to explain what you were hearing, Mystical, at this point?
Yeah, well.
I'll start it off at 21:40.
Okay, I'll wait till he gets closer to the.
Okay.
Well, he's on what? 21, 47, 48.
49.
Okay, so right at 22, you're going.
Right.
Right there. Right
Here's
there.
22.
Okay, right there. In the background, now this spirit, he's showing me like pictures. He's wanting to tell his story, and he's showing pictures. And from what I'm gathering of what he is saying, his name is Will. That's what he's protruding out to me. His name is Will. And he was showing me a picture of him actually being beheaded. And
Wow.
yeah, and what he's showing me is the woods that's around the castle. The woods that's around the castle, that's where his body was thrown or dumped. How he put it is his body is in the woods, and it shows almost just like Nobody cared. Let's get rid of the body, behead them, and get rid of them, throw them wherever. So that's what he's showing me.
See, that's quite interesting you say that, because in the 13th, 14th century, there was a castle next to the house, but it fell to disrepair and it was knocked down, and they built that house. And the castle that was there dated all the way back to, I think, the 10th century, something like that. And it was like a medieval castle, and there was seemingly there was battles there, and there was a lot of people killed.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
It does say medieval, does it not? Does the Spirit Talker not say medieval in it at some point?
I can't bring up that list of the one that it started saying, because obviously I've got this bit here.
God, you've got that up now.
Aye, I can't bring that, but I'll bring that up after this. So where would you like to go now?
Okay, so and before we go any further, this isn't the only time he was showing himself. He showed himself on further in. But he was showing me these pictures, and they were very clear pictures that he was wanting them to know at the time. But I missed the whole live, or I would have been able to tell them right at that moment.
Yeah.
But so the next one, Chris, is the timestamp 3214, where you didn't want to go down that hallway or corridor, whatever it was, that you got a bad feeling. That's 3214.
I'll start it off from bugger. I'll start it off from there, because it gives me a chance to go over to the pause button.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't want to go in there for some weird reason.
Yeah. Right there. Right there.
Oh,
that's close enough. You can stop it there. That's where you were saying you didn't want to go in there. You had a weird
I had
feeling.
I don't know if it was my guides, and I think it was my guides, and it was basically like, don't go in there. Please don't go in there. That's what it was saying to me.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was very good that you did not go in there. This spirit, he's all the way, and I say he's all the way at the very end of that, where it looks like an opening.
Yeah.
He's like standing like right there. Now, he's not a good spirit. He's not even from that time period. He's not from that castle time period at all. He's more like from the, I want to say, the 1850s to 1880s period.
Yeah.
So this would have been like way after the fact, but that's where he is. He's not a good spirit. It's almost like, come on in and let's just see if I can attach to you. Almost that kind of a spirit. He's kind of like scraggly looking. He's kind of scary looking. He's got black hair and shoulder length hair about like this, but it's all scraggly, like kind of dirtyish looking, but not a good spirit at all. I was as soon as I saw that, I was saying, don't go in there, don't go in there. And then you said you weren't going to go in.
It's weird, because I was going to go in there, and then there was like a voice, and it said, listen, please, Chris, don't go in there. And I stopped, and then I go to it again, and it says, listen, don't go in there. And it just said to me, it was I think it's my guides. I have got guides. I think they were warning me to protect me. Aye.
Yeah, well, that's
good. Something you just, because I don't have the gift of sight, you can see something there, but I just can't look out.
Yeah,
there is a figure.
Yeah, and it's the feeling as soon as you like where you were panning your phone, immediately I picked up that feeling of dread. Don't
Yeah.
do it. Don't go in there. Because to me, it felt like an attachment, almost like he was just waiting
As soon
for
as I
you to
walked
come
past, I
in.
said I was to get in. As soon as I even approached, I was like, no, I'm not going in there. No. I was scared
Yeah.
of the place falling
It
in.
just see that's the thing though, that place is open to the public. If you think about it, if MD accidentally doesn't care about the spirit world, walked in there, knows, and they could get an attachment.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
well, but sometimes they only want to attach to certain people. It may have been something about you that he wanted to pull you in.
Yeah.
Because attachments, they don't just jump on anybody that passes by. There's certain reasons why they attach. And this one wanted you in there, and it was just a very creepy feeling, and he was just all the way to the back. Almost like he wasn't going to come to you. It was almost like if you went in, you were almost inviting him. Because
Yeah.
you were going into his place where he's standing.
What they saying in the
Yeah.
comments?
I can see that. I'm reading it on my phone because obviously I can't see it. I can only see this.
Yeah. Yeah, Iron Fire saying she's glad you listened.
Mm-hmm.
Goodness. It's crazy, isn't it, guys?
Yeah. See, and then the next one was where you were walking down the path. It
That's
was
that
at
crazy room,
30,
isn't it?
at 38,
Mhm.
timestamp 3810.
Yeah, that was that place I
Right,
couldn't balance.
38:13 did you say? So I'll
Thir-
take it
thir-
to
3810.
I'll take it to okay, going too fast. I'll start it off at 37:40 and we can watch
Okay.
it from there.
Okay.
I'm just going to pause it now. I don't know if you noticed, but Drew, see when we turned round to come back, all the crows started. All we could hear was the crows, and all the crows started crowing away. It was weird.
Yeah, true.
Crows are messengers.
Because Will was in the forest, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Right, 38. Did you say?
3810.
Right, here we go. We're in 38:13 now.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. 3810. That's good. You can leave it there. As you were walking down that path, I started already feeling that the man Will is already back, because Will is already trying to get y'all's attention. He's almost like trying to send pictures out there. You know, like I tell you, sometimes some of them try to get my attention and they'll zap me. Okay,
Yes.
Yeah.
Will is trying to get y'all's attention, but you're not feeling it at that point. So from there, go ahead and let it play where you were walking through the path, because this is where it
Right.
started.
It's play shortly. It's only got a minute to go.
Okay.
Maybe you
It's weird
might
that
need
yous
to
can't
back
hear
it
nothing,
up.
which I find strange.
Maybe you might need to back it up a little bit. Back it
Yeah.
up
No,
before
go forward a wee
38.
bit more.
Yeah, back it up before 38. Okay, right there. What is that one? Okay, 39. That's where you were walking
That's us
through.
walking back. Yeah, that's us going back to the castle.
Actually, yeah, that's us going back out.
Okay, yeah. Let me wait till it shows the path. Right there, the path. Stop it right there. Okay. So as you're walking on the 3810, he was trying to get y'all's attention, but you weren't feeling it. But in the middle of that path, as you play it, and you'll see in the middle of the path, Will is there again. And
Standing in the
what he's doing
pathway.
is he's right. Stop it right there. Stop it right there. Okay, right there. He's standing right in the center of that path.
There is.
And
I
in
don't
the
know if
wooded
you can see it.
area, He's in the middle of that path, yeah, and he stands there in that pathway as you're approaching him. And as you approach him, he just kind of disappears. He's gone, and then you don't see or feel anything from him again because he
What do you
was
think he was wanting?
further back. He was trying to get your attention, but you weren't getting it. So he was standing there waiting, and then you just went through, and he was gone. But he is right there in the middle of that path.
We are going to come back and see you all if you hear us. We'll go back and address him personally.
See, when I said that, well, I said in the video there, on the video, I can you can't hear it, which is weird because I can hear it through my phone, and that's connected to a different account. So I don't understand why this is doing this. When I said that, when I says I don't want to go back into that building, I go to the voice. That there was a weird voice that just said, "Good man, don't go there," and it was weird. I don't know why I didn't want to go there.
Is that somebody behind that?
Yeah. You know what I'm thinking is if
you talking about that?
Since no, he's in the middle of the path, like right smack in the middle of the path. But what I'm thinking too is since he was trying to get a hold of you earlier and he was showing pictures of his body being thrown out in the woods, maybe he was standing there maybe to show y'all, hey, look around, my body is right here.
Yeah. Imagine if I found his skull or something.
See, this is quite interesting you say that because there is a grave in the woods, and it was the son of the people that owned the house. He was killed in World War. He was killed in World War One. It isn't there. It's up a wee bit there. I don't know where it is, but I know people that have got photographs of it. And there is a tombstone, and it's his name that's on it, but I don't know what his name is. I would need to go and look.
Need to go see if it's maybe Will. It's maybe the son of the property.
Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe his body is right in that vicinity because back then maybe that pathway wasn't there and it was just all still wood, wooded area, and the path wasn't like so pronounced. But since he showed himself there again, maybe that's what he was showing. Hey, look around here. This is where my body is, my bones, or whatever, because he wasn't even buried. He was just thrown out there.
Wow. When we go back, we'll address Will personally and we'll tell him that. In fact, hopefully next time we go back, we'll be able to go live again and you can join us, Mystical, and see if you can connect to him.
Yeah, I don't know why my notification said 12 o'clock.
Because we were going to go for 5, remember, and then we decided to go early because it was going to rain.
It was going to be heavy thunderstorms.
Okay. Because see, I looked at it and then I went out and started working and then I was like, okay, I have so much time to come back. And then I came back and I was like, there, he did it.
It was going to rain in Scotland, so Christopher phoned me and picked me up early.
Oh, okay.
So what do you feel about the lady that's hanging around? Do you get any vibes from her? Like what kind of communication she was expecting from us or anything?
From which one?
Just amazed. The maid girl.
Oh, the one that I said looked kind of like a cook, or the other?
Yes. The one. Any of them.
I think she was just watching to see people come up. Yeah, it was just like, how sometimes you stand at your doorway at your house and you just look out and people go by and you look at them. It was almost like that. Like she wasn't expecting anybody or wasn't up to nothing. She was just standing there just looking. And then I think you surprised her when you started getting closer because then she started to backtrack before she turned, to leave. Like,
do you want me to bring that back up again, Phoenix? Phoenix is wanting me to go back to the archway.
Oh.
It's just amazing that they knew we were there.
Just give us a sec here. We'll be now. Follow steps. I want to see what's wrong with the
I wonder if she was Genevieve then, because the lady's names we got was Genevieve. I can't remember now. My tablet's upstairs. See,
it's not letting me. share the audio, which I don't understand why that is, because it's got share tab
You're
audio,
right.
which is it should.
You're right, Liver.
Maybe that's what it is. But wait, I'll just I'll need to share this again.
So what did Phoenix say? The arch? Is that what she said?
I'll need to go back.
Chris, go back to a bit to the entrance archway.
I'm going to go get the tablet and see if we can match up the timestamps.
I just love that picture.
Hi. Tell us when it pops up, because I can't see this, obviously, because
I wonder if she's referring to the archway that was where Drew seen her at 9:37. Phoenix, is that the one you want to see, the archway at 9:37 where Drew was telling her name, where that one female spirit was at?
it was just at the back of this one.
Right.
Yeah.
The timestamp. Hi, what time are you at?
The archway, the one I wrote down was at 9:37. I'm not sure if that's the one Phoenix is referring to. Oh, she says yes.
Right, is that it there, Phoenix?
That's at the end. Maybe that's what she's talking about, because she said yes just before the video is over.
Evelyn. Does that ring a bell? Her name was Evelyn. Evelyn and Genevieve.
I didn't get any. I didn't pick up any names, but it could have been. Maybe one was the one that I saw on the 722, and then maybe that one was the other one. But
what we all got was at 39 minutes. We got hi everyone. That was basically once we turned it on, and then we got altar, he killed, pagan, Evelyn, settlement, Errol, our remains, Genevieve, they killed me, honest, ginger, sigh, Edwardian, negative, Wyatt, grandfather, military, your hair, Sarah, sacred ground, damage, victim, legion, Eric, agree, Irish, suffered, cemetery, and 6.
Right, I've brought this up here. Obviously I can see the chat. Where would you like me to go here? In the chat,
Phoenix says, Sis Rochelle, take a look. There's someone there.
There is a fireplace in there, though, right in front of you. If you think the darkness is up.
I missed that one, but just looking at this picture, Phoenix, are you referring to the shadow toward the left-hand side? There is a shadow on the left-hand side. Let's see if that's what she's picking up, because I hadn't even picked that up at all.
Are you talking about round about here?
No, on the inside the arch.
On the arch.
Are you talking
inside
about the black
more to the left. More to the left.
That's a fireplace.
Right. Yeah,
there is a
more to the left. It's inside the. Okay.
I would play it and see if you can.
This is the top of the arch, and it's like, okay, what you're saying is a fireplace here. It's more like right here. That's what I'm seeing. Yeah, she said that one. So I missed that one. She says there's someone there. So what I'm seeing now, looking at it again, I see a darkness to the left, inside the arch, but to the left. So it would be to the left of what you're calling a fireplace. Yes, to the left. There's someone so that's what she is seeing too. Yeah. Yes, right in there. Exactly. Yeah, see, I missed that one. Oh, good catch. Good catch, Phoenix.
Yeah, good stuff.
Catch there, Phoenix.
Wow. So
see, there was a bit what I seen it. I need to scroll back. There was something that I seen just a minute ago, but I don't know what it was. I just want to have a wee quick look. It was at the start. Where is it? It just isn't working on. Skis a sec, yeah. I think it was there. Wait a minute. There was a. As I walked into this room, I'm sure I could see someone stand in the corner, and I'll show you where they know.
Bye, Meg.
You see it, right? Well, I'll pause it here. Bye, Meg. You see this bit here? There was somebody standing in there. There was somebody standing there. I could feel him. It was a man. And I don't think he was very happy with me getting in there. I don't know why.
Bye, Meg.
Welcome in, everybody.
Did you pick up anything on that room that I felt wobbly in? The very last room, did you pick anything up on any of these?
I'll go to that then. No.
Right, wait till you do that, of course.
It's funny. I kept looking on the floor to see if little mice and stuff was going to go scurrying across the floor. It was weird. I kept looking for that.
Right. This is. I'll play it for here. That's when we start going on. I don't know why the sound's not coming through. It should be. It says it is. Maybe it's a StreamYard problem.
Have you got your YouTube maybe turned down low?
Oh, I think I care what it is. It's because I've got a set of headphones on. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I would need to disconnect my microphone, my professional microphone, to play it. That's that dodgy room that felt weird. I think it was the next one after that.
Okay. Iron Fire Horse says, yes, that wobbly feeling was weird, Drew. I've had that before. Strange energy.
It was crazy. I felt as if I was stepping up and down like stairs or something. I just couldn't balance.
Huh.
See, there was a bit I was drawn to up here and I went inside it just to look. I don't know if it's in here. It felt awfully welcoming. And then it seemed to change.
Drew, you're dressed so cute right there.
Oh, thank you. My merch on.
See, this is the bit where I went on. Oh, no,
that looked like something at the top of them steps. That looked like something at the top of the steps. Right there. That looks like something at the top of the steps.
Is it just me? Is it just me? Does it look like he's got a shadow?
It looks like they're like facing toward the.
With
me looking toward the, they look like they're facing toward the right.
As if they're going to go up the next set of stairs. There's another set of stairs there once you go around there.
That guy's got a top hat on.
The corridor, it goes to the left and you go up another set of stairs.
And you can see the difference in the color of the head, where the neck is, and then where the clothes would come down.
The wall. The way it looks as if it just came through the wall or something, doesn't it?
So you actually captured something right there too.
That's quite interesting because you can see actually his trousers and you can see actually the split in his legs. Then you can see he's got a coat on, and you can see his arm and his hand. And then because there's his legs, I'll put the mouse on it. It'll get a couple of seconds for people on YouTube to see it. There's his legs, and then there's his coat, and it comes out to there. But then he's got a sleeve here, and you can kind of see a hand. Then you've got the head here, and then you've got like a reddish top hat. See that?
I'm on the wee tablet.
Yeah, that's what I say. You can see the different colors. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see the different colors.
The place is hotching with spirits. We need to go back. That's it.
Charles says looks like a small person. That's exactly right. It does look like a small person.
Yeah.
That's why I'm almost feeling like we're looking at it right now, like somebody, it maybe like adolescence age, Not
Maybe that
anything
boy.
scary or spooky, but just weird that we hadn't seen it before.
Yeah, just too quick.
Uh-huh. And like I say, the energies, the spirits, I'll see them if they want me to see them, when they try to get my
I'm going to take a picture
attention.
of that. Because,
I think it's amazing the way that our instincts must have been on point a little bit, because it's funny how Chris looks up there, you see the spirit. Also the same with the corridor, he just about to go up and then he's like, no. So
Yeah.
it shows that we're getting better at ghost hunting, if you know what I mean. We're getting to feel it better.
Yeah. You're tuning in more to what you're feeling.
Yeah.
there was a bit I'm just want to go to the new. I just want to go to this bit and then play it. Is that something to stand in the corner there about the new?
Uncle Daddy thought that the last time. Remember that there was somebody in the corner?
Perception and senses. Silly Dove says perception and
The
senses.
senses.
Dobby Sock says young person, possibly a boy.
Yeah, it could be the same one.
Christina and Son says, I don't think he's more than 10. Yeah, it's like an adolescent person.
I brought the cards with me. You see, I did to bring the cards out, but I didn't get any responses through the spirit box about
I'm going
them.
to get Polaroid film for the Polaroid camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, when we do our
that's the bones.
investigations, yeah. Oh.
Do you do the other camera as well?
Yeah, I have, well, besides our 2 camcorders, and then we have the SLS, and then I have somebody that will use my camera, my still camera. It's set on, when you snap it, it takes 3 consecutive pictures. Because just one picture is hard to make something out, but if it takes 3 consecutive pictures, you'll know if it moves or if you get a different angle of it or something. So it takes 3.
Yeah. I didn't even think about looking in the woods, to be
when
honest.
I walked out of there. See when I walked out of there.
It went away.
I felt like I was like fresh air. It was weird. Aye.
We saged at the top of the hill.
It felt like somebody had been shouting at me. It felt like somebody had been shouting at me, and I just walked out away from it.
Yeah.
I wonder if that was real.
Strange.
Maybe Will was just trying to get our attention at that one last time. I feel bad now.
Yeah, because almost like, since he was talking about his body being in the woods, and then that was like a wood area, almost like, hey, I'm here. But he was like right in them, right there, trying to get,
Yeah.
right in
Maybe
the center.
and he sees that he can cross over. We need to go back.
Well, if there's anybody watching this wants to go with back to the haunted location.
I'll go. You gonna pick me up?
Yes, we'll send an airplane.
I don't
Well,
know.
do you want to come next time?
That'll be an expensive trip.
We'll save up. Fundraiser.
See, that's not. I think we need to go back there at night time for a look. But see that dark hallway back. Stay away from that. Just don't go near there, because obviously it's waiting for someday.
I say go back another couple of times in the daytime first. Maybe just get to dusk as we're there, but no a night time yet.
I think if there's any Scottish teams listening, contact me or Drew, and we'll take you to the location. There's a lot of people ask me exactly where it is, and I'm kind of not really want to tell people where it is right now, because the estate. I know the estate that own that ground and stuff, and they asked me not to really tell where it is. So
they don't want it bombarded with ghost hunters.
They don't want loads of folk. And anyway, it's a private road all the way up the top. If you drive up there, you lose the risk of getting locked in. If you get locked in, you're without a paddle.
We walk up. We don't risk it. We walk.
Well, we can drive the next time, because I was talking to one of the landowners. But it's we need to go back and do a proper investigation.
Yeah, definitely.
Christina and Son says, yes, send a caravan. It would take me probably a few months to get there, but I'm coming. Iron Fire Horse says, and you're picking me up on the way, right, Mystical? LOL. We're willing and waiting.
Oh. Wish we could, guys. We would be here in a minute. Believe me. I'll
Right.
put you up. Got a big
Well-
couch, a big L-shaped couch. You can all just get a cover.
If any other ghost hunting people, put it one more time, wants to come with us to the location, message me or Drew. You're probably more likely to get Drew because I'm kind of strange. I don't
And I'll
talk
put
to
you on to
folk.
Chris. He's the driver.
I might was making thumbnails for folk.
Yeah. Oh, amazing thumbnails, guys. I'm
Yes.
over the moon with mine.
Yeah,
And
he done
Kill Mine.
mine. Oh, I
you know-
love mine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've got a new countdown and everything.
Yeah, now I'm
So
gonna make that one on my van, you know, my magnetic door van for advertisement. Yeah, because the one I made, I thought it was cool, the one I made, and then Chris made that one, and I was like, mine sucks. This one is good that he made. And it's like day and night, like a 3-year-old and then a professional.
And the other thing is, the one that I made for Drew here, the thing for a tarot card readings, guys, if you want a tarot card reading, please visit Drew's page. See all the people that's been after you after I made you that?
I would.
I see. It's, honestly, it catches people's eyes. Honestly, we're actually going back on Sunday. Where are we going, Drew? We have a secret location. We'll be here, the Witch's Cackle.
The Witch's Cemetery, we've named it.
I've actually created a thumbnail for that. Believe it or not, I'm getting right into this thumbnail making. Let's see if I can find it.
Hobby.
That's a new hobby. We're going back to. Here we go.
And that is so
Return to the
cool.
witch's graveyard.
Yeah.
You know?
Cool and
So we're going back
creepy.
there.
That's where I heard a cackle. Me and Alan heard a cackle way back
Right.
3 or 4 years ago when we were there.
Right.
And then when Christopher and Alan was there, I'll be back in November, they heard it again. So there's definitely something about that land, guys.
I was
There's
up there a
definitely
couple of months
witch
ago.
hunt or something.
I went up there a couple of months ago myself just for a drive, and I was up there, and in the graveyard, somebody's been practicing something.
Oh no.
And
Oh.
there's like, there was a wee pentagram kind of thing, there was wee candles set up in one of the stones.
Now remember, that can also be protection.
Maybe
Yeah.
protection too. Yeah, I don't know what to look out for when it comes
Yeah.
to this. You'll be able to tell if it's still there.
Some people use it for the bad. Majority of the time it's for good. Maybe they were protecting themselves from anything. Maybe they felt something, a bad
Yeah.
energy, and
Yeah.
they did a protection prayer maybe. So
Yeah.
a lot of
Yeah.
times
An
that could be
ancestor
too.
or something. Yeah, it could have
Yeah,
been
because some people get a bad feeling. They're like, oh, but it's because they're not aware of how it's
Well,
used a lot,
yeah.
and so they're automatically
You know.
scared.
What
Yeah,
I
that's
do
true.
know about the graveyard, because I did research it, the graveyard was mostly Masonic people buried in it.
Was it? Right.
Aye, miners, and it was a gold pan community, and there was a lot of gold there and stuff like that. That's what it was mined, lead and gold.
Well, think
Um,
about the gravestones. Some of the
yeah.
gravestones have got the copper
Mhm.
coming up through the ground. It's all over the gravestones, as if it's absorbing the copper.
And you know what show we're doing on Friday? We're actually this location. You'll know where this is, my Visco Living Light. You'll probably heard of this location. Let's see, I'll bring this up now. This is the Haunted Squares in Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah.
Everybody's heard of the Haunted Squares. I mean,
Well-
all the children and
I need to save that one because my son lives in Savannah, Georgia, and we're going to take a trip one day to see, him and his wife and the kids and everything, and so we can do some paranormal investigations. But he lives in Savannah, Georgia, but I have yet to go because with Lee he was always working, so.
It's one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. Honestly,
we might
it's
actually be
lovely.
joined by a special guest that night. I'm not saying he's coming on, but he might be coming on because he says he might come on. Is his name Pete? That's Mike the Naked Bigfoot's son. He might join us. I don't know if he will or not. It's up to him. If you're watching this, Pete, we'd really like it because it was actually
You're
him that
very
suggested.
welcome.
Yeah, it was actually him that suggested this, and he obviously knows a lot more because his
Yeah.
dad. I know his dad was researching this place. It's no that it's heavily populated. It's like Greyfriars Graveyard. It's people's built houses on it.
Yeah, it's a
So
very
is that a
strong
place
place.
that you have to pay or you can just go?
No. It's actually a city. It's like, imagine like 300 years ago there was, or 200 years ago there was a plague and it killed loads of people, and they planted them in the ground, and then they thought, oh, where we got to build all the houses, and they just built them on top of it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's got the haunted squares in
I'll
Savannah,
need to
Georgia.
do
Yeah.
that.
Oh, okay. So
It-
I'll have to
it-
remember that then.
Right.
That's one that we can probably go to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Just Google it.
Yeah.
Honestly, see if you Google it, it comes
Okay.
up, and it tells you everything about the hauntings and the poltergeist activity and the ghosts that have been sighted. It's one of the most haunted places in the
Wow.
world. It's
Wow.
basically like Greyfriars Graveyard, except somebody's built a house on top of it. Lots
I
of
have
them.
seen a few investigators there at it, but it's not somewhere I've not researched myself.
It'll be quite interesting. It really will. I mean, we've got quite a few people watching us tonight. We've got 17 or 18 people watching us tonight.
Welcome,
So-
everybody.
Oh, good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've heard Savannah,
everybody's
Georgia is
done.
really, yeah. Because my other son was the one telling me about Rowdy, the oldest one, that he likes to do that stuff. And so we definitely want to make a trip down there. And even if we just stay like overnight or something, like, or 2 nights and get like a couple of good investigations in, and then, you know,
Yeah, definitely.
head back.
While
I'll
we're
get the
here,
grandkids and all.
while we're here, everybody in the chat and everybody that's listening to this, it's new. Could you please go and subscribe to Drew's Paranormal Vlog, Haunted Vlog thing?
Guys.
What is it? What's your channel called again? Drew's, because you're always changing the name, aren't you?
I've not changed it, Christopher. It's Drew's
I'm open to
Abandoned
it now.
Paranormal.
Vlog Scotland.
Log Scotland.
My Mystical Loving Light. What's the name of your channel?
It's actually it's under Mystical Love and Light. So, and then I got playlists that's for different things, you know, on the playlist. So the paranormal is all in the playlist, and all kinds of
There
is
the
There's
workings and
everything
stuff.
on it. Even if
Yeah.
you want to have a garden from scratch,
Oh, guess what? I'm gonna say this really quick. Guess what I'm gonna do with the garden? You know how I have those bricks down in between the tables? I'm gonna paint them and put like a moon on one or a star on one, and on every single brick. That's what I'm gonna do, and make it more mystical.
nice.
Also, you've got a shop there. You should tell people. You should tell
Yes.
My Mystical. You should tell people about your shop that you do, because you do jars. Hopefully, I'll not end up in it.
You've got a dinner jar.
I've been.
No,
in a
since
few
you made
jars
me
in my
the
lifetime.
thumbnail, I cannot put you in a jar. You're free for life.
See, that's how I can get away with murder now.
Oh, you were paying Mr. Mill.
Yeah, I do. I sell like all
I've got
kinds
my
of
jar
things.
ready.
You ain't ever gonna forget that.
You know, that's a service. You should put people in a jar for fun or something like that. You know, somebody you don't like, your next door neighbour, put them in a jar.
Oh, don't worry, there's a few.
Oh,
in there,
I don't
jars.
have to. They done disappeared. They're gone.
That's another story.
Yeah.
That's Mike says a story for another day. Where's my drink?
Yeah, exactly. But anybody interested in the shop, the Etsy shop, it's always, if you go on my channel, it's in the description box on a lot of my videos. So
Yeah,
just
she's
click
on
the link.
Etsy. What is it? Etsy, Macari,
And eBay.
and eBay. She's on, guys, under Mystical
Yeah.
Love and Light. Definitely check out our shop, guys, especially if you're in the USA, because it's amazing.
But Drew also does tarot card readings, guys. If you want a tarot card reading to tell your future.
Yeah,
Yes,
guys,
and
I have started
she's
my
very
tarot card back up.
yes, and she's very good at it. From what I'm hearing, the people are very happy with what she is telling
Yeah.
them, and
Thanks, guys.
so she's the real deal, not this fake crap stuff. She's the real deal.
Oh, there is a lot of fakers out there,
Yeah,
especially
there
on
is.
TikTok.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a lot of folk that have never
Yes.
done it before. I was watching it the other night there, and there was a live stream, and there was a guy, and I don't think he'd ever done it before, and he was shuffling the cards, and they were flying out everywhere. They were just falling about. He didn't get what he was doing.
Do you want
And
to know
then
what
you
they've
do-
started to do for money? Even just doing oracle cards where they're just shuffling it, typing, say her name is Andrina, Andrina, and reading the card out. So it's making people think that they're genuinely people that know what they're talking about. And it's basically just making people want to make money, turning a card.
Mm-hmm.
It's
That.
mad. It's absolutely mad. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all tune in on Friday, because I think it'll be a very interesting show. Dakota might be joining us too, so I think it'll be an interesting show because, especially, hopefully, if you're watching this, Pete, please come on because I think it would make the show with your father's knowledge, and obviously he knows the dark tales of the location.
I've already subscribed to his channel too.
Yeah. Everybody, please go and
check it out.
I'll put the link for Pete's channel, The Sun and the Naked Bigfoot, below this after it's uploaded, so as you all can go and give him a subscribe because he got him up there. I mean, because his dad was up to nearly 300 subscribers. You know,
I was subscribed to his dad, and then when I rechecked it the other day, I was unsubscribed to it, so I subscribed again to it. So I had fallen out. So. Yeah.
I don't know why YouTube does that. If you don't watch for a certain length of time, they make you unsubscribe.
You know that's why you lose subscribers. See, if you don't click the person's bell, you don't count as a subscriber. Yeah, and you lose a subscriber.
It's important to check that bell, guys. It really is.
Yeah, hit the all notifications. That way you know. Yeah, and then if you don't have time to watch it then, you can always go back and watch it later. But, I mean, it's free. It's free, so subscribe there.
Mysteries. Oh, yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
thank you.
Hi, Drew one. Thank you, everybody, for coming, and we will catch you all soon. And remember, check out all links. And
thank you, Chris.
No problem. I'll talk to you behind the scenes anyway. Catch you later.
You gummy beer.
Thank you for joining us on this exciting adventure with Ghost Squad Scotland. Our team of experienced ghost hunters use the latest technology to explore the paranormal and uncover the truth about the unknown. Don't forget that we're affiliated with Spirit Shack, the UK's premier ghost hunting equipment store, so you can trust our equipment to be top-notch. Plus, we have exclusive Ghost Squad Scotland merch available on our Zazzle store, so you can show your support for the team in style. And if you can't get enough of our ghost hunting adventures, be sure to tune into the Bald and Bonkers TV network to catch our show in action. Content creators can even have their own content syndicated on the network, or create their own custom online TV channel by visiting baldandbonkers.net. Thank you for your support. And remember to always keep an open mind as we continue to explore the mysteries of the paranormal with Ghost Squad Scotland.